Hi, I'm Uncle Mark. So you want to change one of your headlight bulbs on your Ford Fiesta. I'm going to show you how to do one of these. We'll show you how to access them all, of course. It's a little bit trickier on the driver's side than the passenger side. So I'm going to show you the driver's side. If you can do the driver's side, the passenger side should be easier. So once you pop your hood here, and if you can get that yellow latch there, if you've never had the hood open, hopefully you have. Let's put the prop rod on, and we're going to take a look at where the access is for your headlight. So I'm going to be replacing, because it's burned out, the low beam. That's your driver's daytime driving lights plus your low beams. So there's a bolt up here, or a screw you can call it. It's a Torx bit, or a flat screwdriver I think will work as well. And then there's two in here. And then there's a couple of these push pins. There's that one. This one doesn't need to be removed, but I'm going to do it anyway because I didn't realize that. And what you need is one of these special torque bits. Now this, if I look on the side here, it tells you what it is. It's a T30. Put a link in the description to something like this. They come in handy. Use this kind of a fastener all over the place on most vehicles. So this one at the back is holding the back of the headlight on. Reason we can't get it out is because there's a box in the way. That's what it looks like. It's just basically a screw with a funny end on it. Let's get out these other two here at the front. They come out pretty easy. You'll just need the special bit, and you can get these in kind of like a switchblade kind of a thing where they're all together, or you can get them as a screwdriver set. I'm also going to use one of these door panel tools. I'll put a link in the description again for this. Use this a lot too. You'll see this tool probably between the two that we've used here. You're going to use these the most. This one doesn't really need to be removed, but I accidentally took it out. I'm looking through a viewfinder, seeing what I'm doing. The second one has to come out for sure. And some of these don't want to come out as easily as they should. That's what it looks like. As I pull this other piece out too, that's what's actually holding it down. I'm going to remove this one as well, because we're going to have to move the grill ahead just a teeny bit to get the light out. Now look, this just not happy coming out. It just wants to bend the head on it. So trying to be careful and gentle. I ended up having to use a second screwdriver, which I will show you here, to try and help it out. A big one might have been better. I don't know why it's so hard. Like this, the head is so soft. Maybe I should spray some lubricant in there later, like WD-40 or something, just to make it easier to come out next time. Set those aside, pull this ahead just a little bit of the grill, and then just try and pop the headlight out. Now, it's basically you're gonna have to do some wiggling, but you don't want to be prying too hard. This is plastic. You don't want to bust anything. Bottom of the headlight where my left hand was. There's actually a clip in here. I'm trying to feel with my right hand now. It's actually clipped into the bumper just a little bit. So I'm just moving it towards the windshield, wiggling a little. That might be all you need to do just to get at the low beam. It's right there behind this rubber piece. And you should be able to just peel it back, and the headlight bulb is in there. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the whole assembly out in case you need it out. Maybe it's broken or something. There's the cover, and the bulb's in there. I'll show you in a minute. There's some wiring here, a wiring harness that's kind of clipped onto the headlight. I'm going to pull off. You don't need to do this if all you're doing is changing that one low beam bulb, but you might as well see how this comes apart. One day you might need to do it. There's a clip here too that's holding this little wiring harness on. It's just clipped onto the plastic here. You want to be gentle because you don't want to break what it's sitting on. Everything's plastic nowadays. Everything's easy to break. This is winter time that I'm doing this. I'm trying to be extra careful as well. I'm going to unplug. I believe this is a signal light bulb, or is it a running light? We'll see once we get it out what color it is. Should just be a lot of times they've got a push tab. You just push down on it and that'll unlock it. And what else we got? Oh, there's a little light in the corner as well. Probably just a running light, a park light, I guess is probably what it is. Wiggle it a few times, and there it's out. Now, if we can get this whole assembly out, there's the other light. This is turns left, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. This turns about a quarter turn, and that must be a signal light. We'll take a look at the signal light part number in a minute. But right now we're working on the headlight, right? So I see there's a couple different ones that you could have. So you want to take a look at your owner's manual and see which one. This one's got a strange bulb. See the way those little contacts are there? Now this is the old one, so it's an H11B. You don't want to be touching the glass with your fingers if it's a new bulb. But you may have a different one. So check and see if this is what yours looks like or not. The reason you want to touch the glass is because the oils on your skin will cause the bulb to burn out really fast, so don't touch that. It only goes in one way, if it's this bulb or if it's the other style. You see how this one makes contact? If you don't have this bulb, yours will have to have a connector on it. You'll unplug first. Now we can put this plug back in. You see how it fits in there? It just snaps in but it's because it's a rubbery, flexible kind of thing. You're going to have to work it around the edges. And then it should just go in there and that bulb should be safe. Let's plug her back in. Now if you look here, there's this clip that goes in the bottom here. See how it's going to fit? You're going to have to wiggle it in to get it in there. Plus, I notice at the bottom of the headlight too, there's another clip, I guess you could call it, or finger, that clips into the bumper. Plus, you're going to have to line up the holes as well. So that should just kind of fit in there. See this piece right here, at the bottom of the headlight? It clips in right there. That's got to go in behind the bumper. So you may want to pull on the grill a little bit to get it in there. It's going to take a little bit of, wiggling around in that, but just don't force it. You don't want to break the headlight. You don't want to break your bumper. I guess that could go in, line up that little finger that we also saw that was under the headlight. You might have to move your grill a little bit here. Oh, let's put the bulbs back in first. What is this bulb? This one you can touch with your fingers. Signal light bulb. It's a fairly popular one. It's a 3157 NAK, so it's natural amber is the NA, which is orange, right? And the K is probably kryptonite or something. That's a long life bulb. And that's just going to screw in there as well. Like some of these might not want to fit if the headlight, the whole assembly's out. But this one looks like it can get it in there. I'll show you from the back side. Again, it only screws in one way. You want to turn it clockwise, or righty-tighty, I guess what you could say. So it just turns and it'll stop turning once you get it in there properly. Now we can try to put this whole thing back in. Yeah, you're not going to reach that without the headlight out. Move the grill a little bit. Make sure everything is going in properly. Try not to force it. And then we can put everything back in, the screws. But as we see, that there is that piece at the bottom there, the light that's going to have to line up. Now, it looks like I've got everything pretty much in place. It looks like it's all going to line up okay. As the voltage goes in there, the holes seem to be, I can see them all. What should we do first? Maybe we'll put the grill plugs back in, the little connectors or fasteners, I guess is what they are. Of course, there's a bolt at the back. Maybe we'll plug these back in. This one, this little bulb, I'll give you the number right here in case you're looking for it. This can clip in two. If you have an issue with that. Now this wiring harness, they should all clip back on. Little fingers that clip on, just snap kind of on. That one as well. Let's see how these are all going to fit. That one should go on there. Can I get it on? We'll wait till just a little bit later. Let's finagle this headlight back in first. Show you from this side. Move it in place. And then get get the grill back in. Yeah, that should work, I think. Now, these little fasteners are 2 parts. Another piece goes in there, and it only fits in one way. It looks like it should go in. If it doesn't want to go in, turn it a little bit and try the other way. And don't push them all the way in, though. That centerpiece has to kind of be out, because when you push it in, it's going to spread the little fingers and make it not want to come out. You may want to spray WD-40 on it too, that centerpiece, as it might make it easier to fit in there. You'll see that some of them are a little bigger, some are a little smaller. This one here I should not have removed. My fault. My bad. This one actually holds the grill in place. And like I say, they should just kind of slide in there, but I probably should put some WD-40 on it, or some kind of silicone or something. These screws or bolts, whatever you want to call them, go back in with either your flat screwdriver or this torque bit. And I say again that these torque bits are used on most of the new vehicles now, different sizes, so it doesn't hurt to get a set of them. Again, there'll be a product link in the description. You can get them on Amazon. This one as well. It's looking good, isn't it? Oh yeah. Now that we've got that in there, this clip should go on. I thought I lost this footage. It just clips on there like that, like the rest of them did. And I see I did have a little bit of footage of me doing that. I had to look around somewhere. Okay, now that that's done, what do you think? Have we remembered everything? Oh, the light works. That's the low beam. Guess we should check this earlier. High beam works. I knew it worked before. The signal light works. There we go. Put the prop rod back down. Close the hood. Watch your fingers. So with the right tools, and actually a flat screwdriver will probably work in a pinch, and you've got it done. Told you it was not too hard to do. If you like the video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. You can subscribe down in the corner, but you know, that's up to you totally. What might be interesting though is a playlist, a repair playlist on the Festiva. It's a Festiva, right? Fiesta. They used to have a Festiva a long time ago. Fiesta, Ford Fiesta. Right up here. The big blue circle right beside me here. Flashing yellow arrow pointing to the top. There's a card there. You click on it, it brings you right to a playlist just for this car. Until next time, I'm Uncle Mark saying thanks for stopping by. Had a great time with you. Bye-bye for now. No, sit here. Sit here. No, right here. Sit. Wait, sit. Come here. Sit. Shake a paw. Good girl. Here. Where are you going? I got more. We're not done.